Right, so you're welcome to Women's Cafe, and I'm Dr. Michaels, a medical doctor with interest in interventional talking therapy. Yes, I'm a man, but Women's Cafe, we're going to discuss women-centric questions. All the questions related to women. We'll discuss it here. In every episode, we're going to have like 6 questions to answer. Just me answering 6 questions. Let's go. Is it okay for women to overthink? If not, what should they do instead? Women overthink things and it gets them into serious trouble. I know you're a woman and you overthink things, and of course that's why I'm here. Overthinking issues does not help in any matter. I don't know if you have ever been told. Overthinking has a positive aspect and it has a negative aspect. Overthinking helps you to be able to process things, but since it is overthinking, you're going to over-process things. You'll be tempted to go to the 2 extremes, and then you will literally train your mind to start having so many thoughts that will eventually work against you. So what you want to do, which is the positive aspect of overthinking, is you want to start exposing yourself to sources of information that are only positive. Imagine overthinking positive things. Imagine overthinking positive things. Imagine thinking of buying a Rolls Royce and you overthink in a positive way. Like, oh, what color? Oh, what should be the color of the steering? Oh, who should be my driver? I need to employ a driver. And then from there, you are training your mind on how to bring up several thoughts that are in alignment with what you desire. Unlike if you overthink concerning your children. Hey, school fees. When will the school fees come? Hey, how much will they pay? My husband, where is he? He has not come. Hey, I'm sure he's cheating. That's the aspect of overthinking that is negative, and it will eventually form your physical realities. So you want to start overthinking positive things, and that will enable you to think. And as you think, you are exposing your mind to positive thoughts, ideas that your mind has never gotten before. And then from there, your mind, which is the factory of life realities, and it uses thoughts. And so eventually, you will have enough thoughts to form your eventual physical life realities over time. Imagine if you overthink concerning a car positively. You might get the exact car, you might not get the exact car. But I can assure you, if you keep on overthinking, you will have what you have always wanted. All right, enough for overthinking. Let's not overtalk. Let's go to the next question. If you have any question, you can always ask me in the comment section. So let's go to the second question. What are we syndrome? Women usually ask this question when they are with a guy and they like the guy. Maybe. But they get to ask, what are we? And men hate that question. What are we? So, and a woman once asked a guy, like, even those of us that are choleric, we seem to be highly intelligent. Why do we always fall even into the same situation? The issue is women always think they can change men. And so they feel if I go to him and then I'm always with him, I can change his mind. Despite the fact that, can we bring out the question again? Despite the fact that the guy already told you that he already said no, but you kept on going, thinking you can change him. And then if you have not talked about it before, you want to be very careful. You don't just spring up, what are we? Anyhow. If you spring up, what are we anyhow? You will leave that room anyhow. So you don't want to get offended. You don't want to have a negative mental, because a lot of guys still don't know how to talk to ladies. He might end up saying something very brutal. You might end up saying something very wrong that will end up affecting you negatively. So that's why men run away from that question. So before asking what are we, you want to first of all make sure that you have not gone deep into the relationship. What are we question should come long before you start any form of intimacy. It helps you. Imagine you guys are not close yet, and then you ask what are we. If the guy now ends up saying no, we cannot be together, it's easier that way. Unlike if you guys are now so close and then you even have sexual intimacy, and then he now says, "Oh, this is not meant to be a real relationship." That's going to be very, very devastating. So you want to ask your "what are we" question long before you guys start getting close. That makes it easier for you to leave that relationship early. So that's that with that question of what are we. You can always ask, but ask long before it becomes a serious relationship. Can you change men? That's a very good follow-up question. You can't change anybody. But women will not hear. They always feel that they can't. It's the problem. You know, people that have very high IQ, like women, they always feel they can change. Yeah, can't you see my shape? Can't you see my boobs? Can't you see my bum bum? Have you seen my bum bum? If you see my bum bum, no, he will change. He will be in a relationship with me. That's not how. Yes, I know that we look like fools. We guys, we look like fools. We don't look like people who know. Like we don't know. We don't look like people who know, who really know what they are doing. I will not lie to you. We are not. We are not really fools, though. The way we look is not the way we are. Oh. We have high. We calculate things a lot. Should I marry because of sex? Women like sex a lot. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Women love sex so much, and it depends on the time of the month. The first week in a month, that's where you are yourself. The second week, you are preparing for your menses, and that's ovulation period. Your hormones are just going up, going down. So that's like, more like preparation for your ovulation period or your ovulation period. Then the third aspect, the third week of the month, you are preparing for your menses, the latter part of your menstrual cycle where you will bleed. So your hormones are always going up and down for 3 weeks in a month. I will not lie to you. You women, you are trying. No man can bleed for three or can have like 3 weeks of not being himself and he will be sane. No man. I salute you guys. So the fact that you like sex so much should not now be the only reason why you should get married to that guy. You need to also consider many other things. Do you love him? Are you sure your love for him is not because of sex? No. So you want to ask, so what does love mean? Love and attraction is based on when you meet people who have a lot in common with you. And so love has to do with when your nature aligns with another person's nature. But love is also not enough. You want to check several things. Will this guy hurt me? Of course, you guys think about that a lot. But you want to be objective about it. Then you want to also know, has this guy dealt with trauma, past traumatic experiences? You want to also know if this guy also truly loves you. You understand? So if you marry just for sex, that relationship will not stand. Even the marriage will not stand. What now happens if you now get to meet another guy that has other qualities apart from sex? A lot of ladies have gotten married to men because of sex, just only because of sex. In fact, I know of one. The lady, I asked her not to get married to that man. She broke the relationship because of what I said. That was like the first time I ever tried to break a relationship. I usually don't try. But I asked her that she needs to stop because of several things that shows that they are not compatible. But in passing, the lady said, the sex is good. Or the sex is always good. So she continued with the relationship and then she got married. And then she discovered that the guy is not a leader. And she discovered that she was the one leading the man. And you know that you ladies, once you see a guy that is not leading you, it affects the way you feel in that relationship. So now the lady has serious problem. She already has like children in that marriage and she does not know what to do. So don't marry someone just because of sex, because the person is good. The guy is good. No. Consider other aspects, self-discovery, purpose discovery. Does he know how to relate with women? What's his mindset about women? You want to check all those things before starting a relationship with that guy, because sex is not enough to sustain a long-term relationship like marriage. Do you understand? All right. So let's go to the next one. The next question. The fifth question, now second to the last question, is why do women keep making wrong relationship or marital decisions? I like the follow-up. Like, why do women do this? Because majority of decisions that women make, they are always based on emotions. And one thing you must not do in life is to base your decisions on emotions. Emotions is your emotion is one pillar. The other pillar is logical reasoning. And this is why women need to learn a lot from men. Men are very logical. Men think a lot and assess things not emotionally. So you want to make sure that your decisions are not just based on emotional reasons. You also want to objectively reason out things and analyze things. You also want to ask several other people that you know will have objective assessment and that will give you a well balanced counsel. So what's the answer to that question? That question again, women make wrong marital or relationship decisions or choices because those decisions are usually based on emotions alone. That's why. So you want to build your capacity to the point that you are able to make well-informed decision. A well-informed decision is a decision based on emotions and also based on objective assessment, correct understanding of the situation, being able to see through it and be able to make a well-informed decision. So logical reasoning and emotions are the two pillars that must form the basis of your decision. All right, so let's move on to the sixth question. Yes, this is a question that was sent to me some days ago. I'm planning to divorce my husband. This whole thing is not making any sense anymore, and I'm sick and tired of looking like the redundant one. This is a real life story. A woman married for like 15 years and she plans to divorce her husband. She has like 4 children and she's having serious marital relationship. Now, a woman will never leave a marriage if her needs are met. But men always think that the financial needs of a woman are the only needs that she has. So, but how can you choose a right person to satisfy your need when you don't even know what your needs are? You that you are shouting, don't let me say shout. You that you're all over the place saying that men don't understand your needs. Do you even know the needs of a woman? So let me educate you about the needs of a woman and then we'll just end there. What do you think? So we have emotional needs and financial needs. Those are the two needs of a woman. Are you shocked? Women just have two, you guys just have two needs: emotional needs and financial needs. Financial needs, you know that one now. Women need money. A member of the team suggested that we put money here as part of the props that we're going to use here. But money is not here physically, but it's here spiritually. So financial needs, I don't need to do that. Where the issue is with is emotional needs. One, under emotional needs, we have sexual needs. You guys are very sexual. Very soon the world will know. I've been shouting it on the rooftop. The other need can be classified into three. ALT, attention. You guys love attention. Number two, the L part. You guys love to be listened to. The T part, being allowed to talk. You know how you are like you are locked in a place and then you get to now share your experience with your friends and your friends are asking, what happened? Were you able to eat? What did you eat? How was it? Like being allowed to talk. So we have sexual needs under emotional needs. We have attention. We have the need to be listened to, and then the need to be allowed to talk. The fifth one or the next one under emotional need happens to be love languages. Have you heard of 5 love languages? I'm not sure if I will be able to talk in full about 5 love languages today, One of these days I'll talk about it. But there are 5 love languages. If you speak in French to someone who doesn't understand French, how will the person understand what you are saying? So that's the basis of love languages. So there are 5. 1, act of service. You always love people joining you in your house chores and rest like that. And once they join you, you feel loved. Our love languages are actually our mumu buttons. If you just press your mumu button like this, that's what we call in Africa, mumu buttons. It just makes you to be a zombie. So act of service is 1. The second one is receiving of gifts. When people buy gifts for you, you just feel loved. The third one is physical touch. You know those people that they just keep touching you. Even here in Africa, we have people that will just beat you like this. Like they're not fighting with you. It's just part of the stuff. That's physical touch. Then the fourth love language is quality time. Yeah, you are not just there with that person, but you are also actively involved in what the person is doing. That's quality time. Then the fifth one is words of affirmation, where you get to comment on what the person is doing, how well the person is dressed, and the rest like that. So those are the needs under emotional needs, and then financial needs. Before I go, under financial needs, because women are so pragmatic when it comes to finances or financial management, I have never seen a woman that is broke. Women always have money. But how can you separate a materialistic woman from a woman that just has pure financial need? A materialistic woman is a slave to money, while a good woman that just has financial needs, she's in charge of her money. Shall I say that again? A materialistic woman is a slave to her money. Her money controls her. She has money, but she's a slave to that money. It controls her. It makes her take decisions that she will not be proud of in later years. But a good woman, she just has financial needs and she's in charge of her money. That money can never make her do things that she will regret later. All right, I'm Dr. Michaels. I'm a medical doctor with interest in interventional talking therapy, and this is Women's Cafe with Dr. Michaels. I'm a man, as you can see, but we discuss women-centric questions. I provide answers. All right, so I hope you've had a nice time. If you have any question, you can drop them in the comment section and I'll be able to answer you. All right, till next time, try and invite your friends so that you can get to watch this video and watch as many times as possible. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, bye.